I just thought I'd do another video. Hopefully not waffling as much as I did last time. It's been a while since I've uploaded onto this channel, so I want to refresh the content, essentially. I also want to make sure this video is a bit less jumbled up, and I need to keep it more, like, in order. So I don't want to be too hard on myself or anything like that. And funny enough, that's actually what this video is actually about. I just want it to be a bit more clear, so it's a lot more understanding for you guys out there, and therefore it's a lot easier to relate and gain some, like, kind of mental security and reassurance, in a sense, maybe from my personal experiences being shared to you. In this video I'm going to chat to you guys about not being hard on yourself, because it is a very, very common thing that a lot of people, especially people my age, are like nowadays. And it's okay in the sense that you know, you're strict upon yourself and you want the best for yourself, therefore you push yourself. However, sometimes you really can't celebrate your glory enough, and it's definitely personal for me when I say that. You struggle to celebrate your little wins, and you struggle to almost take compliments from other people, and you struggle to understand how their perspective resonates with how you are, with what you've achieved and stuff, and you struggle to understand why they see that. Being hard on yourself is almost a compulsive trait. It's a bit of a negative spiral of decline. You can make yourself believe that you're not worthy, even though you've done something amazing or you've achieved so much. It's essentially being your own worst enemy in a way, and that might be including you being self-depreciative, you know, putting yourself down, saying bad things to yourself, not knowing how to say no, trying to please others all the time. It's definitely relative with anxiety, which is something that I'm all too familiar with, and I hope this reaches a certain target audience in which they can relate to that, because I think it's a very common problem nowadays, or at the very least it's spoken about way more, so it's, you know, there's more light on the situation. I think people are generally getting more anxious, hard on themselves, and I guess in a sense this video, I need a point to breathe and just take things one day at a time. We really do, I myself included, think we need to get so much done and prove ourselves all the time to other people. I think is a strong point there. We're trying so hard to impress others that we're forgetting the glorification and what it means to impress yourself and how that even feels. Our standards of ourselves are too high. We think one little fuck up and we're brought back to square one, or right back down again, when that's simply not the case from a rational perspective. We need to be realistic, yes, but not unrealistic in the sense that we're not doing well, you know, and we're not lucky. Yes, some people are more fortunate than others, but I think those of you that are watching this video need to realize how lucky you actually are in your life, you know, to have a roof over your head, to have food and drink every day, clean clothes, to have a shower, to have hobbies, to have interests, to have work, to have pets, people that love you. If we can really truly be grateful and try and retain a higher gratitude of life, I think we can really appreciate the finer details that come with it. If you don't get something very small right, or it's slightly wrong, or you've missed out something in your daily tasks, then we need to remember that it's okay. There always is time. Be grateful for what you have and what you've done in the day. Focus on what people have told you Really focus on the compliments you've been given. Try not to take things for granted. If you really do try and appreciate the things that you are told and what you experience, I think maybe we'll be a little less hard on ourselves in our day-to-day experiences, because we will value them more, and we will understand that mistakes happen and they can be rectified and they're just lessons. Failure is necessary for all development. Just getting better in general. You can't get better without failure. It's relative. Once again, these things are relative. People think you can hit a wall if you don't succeed, when in actual fact it's actually a curve around the wall in something that, and it's slightly unfamiliar and it's slightly out of place and you don't expect it, but you're still going in the same direction. You've not hit a wall. This is what curveballs are, and the only way to deal with those is to adapt to it and just allow them to happen and deal with them in the best way you possibly can by keeping on going, because eventually that curve will straighten out again and your path becomes clearer. Brick walls don't exist. It really is just a mindset. There's a way around every situation if you really do try, and you don't stop, and you don't stew, and you find things, and you talk to people. All of this can help you not be too hard on yourself and realise that you've got a purpose. The pressure that you face, and the obstacles in your way, and the setbacks you may feel, or again, the curveballs, create purpose. Pressure creates purpose. Without it, you have no direction, so if you can feel that pressure, it means you're going somewhere. And I can guarantee the majority of you watching this video have experienced pressure at some point in your lives. I don't really want to say much more. Again, I'm going to make life hard for myself editing this video if I say much more. Keep moving forward. And I feel like I've waffled. Again. Guess who's being hard on themselves? See? But like, all jokes aside, it's helped me out a lot. Understanding that I do have a direction. I believe there was this boy in the woods or something, and it's very foggy, and he's trying to find his friend, or he's trying to get out of the place. The boy is convinced that he's very lost and unsure where to go, so he's almost stagnant. But the voice tells him, "Do you see your next step?" The boy says yes, and the voice says, "Just take that." Everything's gonna be alright, man. Breathe. Things do work out. Blips happen. That's life. It really is just life. Curveballs happen. Not brick walls.